Hi, I'm Tash Cosmos. I'm a London-based tattoo artist and we're in my space in King's Cross that I'll be turning into my first studio. At the moment, this room is functioning as a meeting room, so it's largely focused on the big table in the centre with tons of office chairs. The vibe that I wanted to create for my tattoo studio is a lot more neutral colours, quite warm. I'm a big 70s fan, so it had to be terracotta really, there was no question. I'll be accenting the room with lots of brown leather furniture, which I think is going to look great, quite mid-century. As I said, I love the 70s. I want it to look a little bit bohemian. I think a lot of tattoo studio spaces are quite masculine spaces, and I really wanted to lean into my femininity with this place because I'm proud of being a female entrepreneur. So I wanted pinkish, reddish tones running through here. I wanted it to feel warm, inviting. So I'm actually going to extend out this wall to create a big cupboard here. So the cupboard will come out to about here, which is going to create a really nice nook over here for this beautiful Danish mid-century sofa that I got, which I'm really excited about. And I also have a lovely bit of artwork to put behind the sofa, and I think it's going to create a really nice waiting room sort of nook area that's a little bit separate from where the beds are over here, and you have a nice clear shot of my massive neon sign on the wall across. We're going to use red 03 on this wall and the cupboard too, and then under here we'll be using the red 1 just to add a little bit of extra definition. I'm not a huge fan of this blue. I find it really icy and stark, and I think it just doesn't really work with the space very well. As you can see, the original samples that I went for are all quite warm and tonal, and I really enjoy the samples so much. Barely a day goes past where I don't get a delivery from Lick with another sample in it, because I'm just forever seduced by another colour, and I just want to double check that I'm 100% sure that I've found the right one. I'm planning to decorate the space myself. I'm hoping that from beginning to end, including getting all the furniture in and out, it's going to take a couple of weeks. I'm a bit nervous because I've decorated before, but I've never decorated anywhere so complicated. There are so many slopes and corners, so that's a little bit nerve-wracking. I also don't want to drip any paint on the brickwork or on the floor, but I'm feeling more excited than I am nervous, and I'm really excited to get going. The decorating process was an interesting one. I guess I sort of figured I would have a chance to have more people here, but then what with the lockdowns and the restrictions, I ended up doing quite a lot of it on my own. I've had a lot more time than I first thought I was going to have, so it's really meant that I can enjoy the process and really take my time with it. I love this colour because it changes all throughout the day. Like, there are some times when it looks really pink, and there are other times when it looks much more orange and terracotta. I think it works really well with the brickwork that we have here, because there's obviously natural pinks and stuff in the brick. And yeah, I was just so surprised at how fast it all came together really, because the paint's so pigmented and so thick. I can only really liken it to finding like the most perfect foundation and it goes on so smoothly that yeah, it really didn't take very long before it started transforming. I think that getting a tattoo is sometimes more than just getting a tattoo for a lot of people. Sometimes it's a way of working through something or giving some respect to something that may have happened in their lives, and it's already a daunting experience. It does come with a certain level of discomfort, so I wanted the space to feel very relaxing. I have a lot of customers who are first-timers, never had a tattoo before, people that have had bad experiences in other tattoo studios, and I don't want a bar of that here. I just want it to feel really nice and welcoming and inclusive, and yeah, I want everyone to feel welcome. And yeah, I just want to like push through, get it all done, get it all shiny and finished, because I really am just so excited to get back to work and to finally be able to open, hopefully. Yeah, I love it. I'm really happy with how it came out. It's transformed the space in the sense that I feel like it's just so warm and inviting and relaxing now, whereas before the colours were so harsh. And now it sort of feels like it's grown up a bit. We get a whole load of first timers, and I think it really helps to just take the initial edge of the nerves, because obviously there's a certain degree of discomfort that comes with getting a tattoo. So you want them to feel as relaxed as possible when they come in, and I feel like this sort of setting really does that. And some other tattoo studios have a bit less of a focus on making people feel relaxed, and that's a really high priority here. I love the red. I think it's great how at different times in the day it really changes. It can be really orangey and warm, and then at other times it's more like sandy coloured, and I really love that. I love how it changes with the light. I think my favourite view is probably this bit here. I love that it kind of looks a little bit like if a saloon met a 70s living room and that makes me really happy. I love that. I love mismatched. I'm definitely not into minimalism. I'm way more maximalism, as you can probably tell from this corner. I think I've got like a bit of a soft spot for twee things. So yeah, when we first opened, I guess I had that first time business owner nerves where I'm thinking, oh my God, no one's gonna come through. How do I get people through the door? And what with social media being so important these days, I think it really helped that this space looked the way it did. People could resonate with it. They felt like it would be somewhere that they wanted to go, and it really helped with getting people through the door and making it feel accessible for the kind of people, I mean, especially that I tattoo are often first timers, as I mentioned, like people that are slightly younger might be getting their first few tattoos. People want to come with their friends. They want it to be a nice, enjoyable experience. They don't want to feel intimidated. And I think that if you see this space on Instagram, you think those things about this space. I was lucky enough that actually business has been good since we opened, and we get great compliments about what it looks like in here, and people always say to me, oh, this is exactly how I want to decorate my bedroom. Yeah, and in the future, I mean, I guess the sky's the limit. We're pretty full here, so who knows, maybe we'll get a new space and try some new colours.